RJ, good morning. I wanted to kind of show you some of the stuff that we talked about towards the end of December, some of the marketing stuff, and that way this video will give you a good demonstration and a good understanding of what it takes to rank and so forth. All right, so I Googled tattoo supplies. I'm currently here searching from Chicago, Illinois, kind of like a midpoint. And you'll notice that these guys up here, these are all paid advertisements. They're all paying Google to be here. These guys over here are also paying Google to be over here under here. Now these guys are not. These guys are basically what's called organic, and this gentleman's also organic right here. So this website's also an organic website, which means they're not paying for the click. So if I click right now on Worldwide Tattoo, they're gonna pay whatever it costs for them to basically get that click, and I'll show you that in just a second here. One second. Okay, this is a little area in the back of my Google AdWords account, and when you go to hover over tools, there's a page called Keyword Planner, and so I can come down here and search for search volume. So let's say I type in tattoo supplies, tattoo needles, right? Medical tattoo supplies, right? Tattoo ink, right? Cheap tattoo ink, maybe tattoo ink on sale, maybe disposable tubes, disposable tattoo tubes, supplies for tattooing. Let's go tattoo artist supplies, tattoo shop supplies. And then they also, you could use like every single item, like you could do like green soap, right? Like how often is that search? So now you go down here, scroll down just a little bit, and you've got all locations here, Google and its partners, which would be like YouTube and stuff like that. And then you get the search volume for the last 12 months. So this is going to tell you the search volume for the last 12 months. So 110,000 people every single month, that's the average monthly search, they search for tattoo supplies, and the competition for that keyword is high, and that click is 97 cents on average, just depending on what you bid and where your result slot will be. Then you've got tattoo ink 74,000 times a month, tattoo needles 40,000 times a month. This gives you like a pattern you can look at on an annual basis as far as the trending, when is that searched most often during the year. So what we do is we look at these terms. So then let's say that tattoo supplies, for example, I'll grab that and then come over here like I was showing you. I don't have to search from Chicago. I could search from Columbus. And I'll change my setting to Columbus. I'll go in here and I put tattoo supplies. Now we've got some different tattoo supply companies that are popping up. Cap City Tattoo and Eternal Tattoo Supplies. So these guys are ranking on the first page of Google right here, and they're not paying for it. So let's look at their website. All right, Eternal Tattoo Supply. Let's grab their domain name. Let's go over here, open up a new page. We're going to go to Marketing Grader. On Marketing Grader, we're going to come down here. We're going to paste their domain, and we're going to grade this site. There's two things that rank websites, RJ. They're the common denominator. You're going to see this. It's going to be the most important thing is inbound links and index pages. And index pages are very important because the more index pages you have, the more opportunities your website has to be found for various amounts of search terms as well. All right, so anyway, here we are. This particular website got a 49 out of a possible 100 points. All right, if you scroll down a little bit, we're going to go look at their SEO specifically. This is what ranks them. you're going to see that this website has 841 indexed pages, 216 inbound links. And then these are the inbound links that are coming linking into the website. So a lot of times we'll be able to go in here and look at some of these actual websites and specific links, and then attempt to link back from the same links that have given this website a lot of credibility. Sometimes you'll go and look at these backlinks and you're going to notice there's like Chinese and porn, all types of garbage, and that's because somebody hired a company and they did what's called black hat SEO, which means they use mostly software to accomplish it. And when they did that, a lot of the inbound links aren't relevant to the tattoo industry or to tattoo supplies, and that actually hurts a website instead of helping a website. So these are the two most important components right here when ranking a website. So how do you get index pages? Index pages are the meat of your website, which means that you need the blogs, basically. The more blogs that you post, the more pages that are indexed to your site. That's just how it is. Every time you post an article on your website, that article is conducive to a specific keyword or key term or keyword phrase. And so then that particular keyword is used a certain amount of times within a 300 word article, and that's called keyword density. And it has to have the right density to that specific keyword. Now Google will take that information and index it and associate that page of the website to the search terms that people are looking for. So in other words, the more information that you're posting to your site constantly, the more index pages you'll have, and the better it is that you're going to rank. So this is a pretty decent looking website right here, Eternal Tattoo Supply. So now, going back to the keyword planner, we can actually do a search on every single one of these, and we'll notice that the price for that click varies, the search volume varies, and the results in the search engines vary as well. If I were to Google disposable tubes now, for example, and I go over here, right, and Google disposable tubes, there's going to be some different results as far as the whoever pops up for that particular product. Now, when I go to like this particular website, Disposable, now they just got charged for that click, maybe $1 or 97 cents, however much that click is selling for. Disposable tubes, about 60 cents is what they got for that click. All right, so I'm going to go and I'm going to grab this domain name, and then I'm going to come over here to Marketing Grader, and then we're going to grade that domain name. And then there's another thing that I normally do when I look at these companies. I go to a website called SpyFu, spyfu.com, right? And then I'll go here to SpyFu, and I'll put in the domain name of that business right here. And this is going to tell me what this particular website spends on a monthly basis on their AdWords campaigns. So right here's their AdWords campaigns for the website frictiontattoo.com. As you can see, they got about, on a high note, they spent $10,900 in 1 month on advertising on Google, on $8,300, $5,000. It looks like they trim it down pretty low sometimes. Probably when they are low on inventory, they trim it down. These are probably high inventory times that they really want to push the button and get the people flowing onto the website. So you can see that in order for them to spend $10,000, they probably made $100,000 that month, $150,000 in tattoo supplies. This is a lot of clicks that they're buying right here. If you scroll down a little bit, it's going to show you their organic keywords and their paid keywords. So these are some of the keywords that they're actually paying for. These are some that they're ranking for organically, which means that they're not paying for, which means that these keywords are spread out throughout their website consistently enough and with the proper density to the point where they are ranking on the first page of Google, these particular keywords here. And you can do this type of research on any website. I can tell you what any website, where their pros and cons are and what they're doing to basically attract traffic to their website. My recommendation to you is going to be that you run an AdWord campaign, but that AdWord campaign has a design to be able to be reduced on a monthly basis. Let's say your first month you put $1,500 into $1,500 into AdWords. At the same time, you're going to put in about $500 into doing other things like inbound links, blogs, sharing stuff through Facebook and Twitter, maybe starting some type of contest. You're gonna do like that's called more PR work, inbound marketing type stuff, where you are engaging the audience that's out there and attracting them to the website in some organic methods. All right, so you're gonna do that. So in the meantime, AdWords is you're buying clicks, but you're beginning to build an organic website by the blogs and the inbound links. Now, the following month, let's say you spend $1,000 on the AdWords, and then you trim your organic stuff down to about $300. That specific amount of activities that are done for that $300. So now what happens is the third month you can trim your AdWords down even more, maybe $800, and maybe you find that you're comfortable at $800 because $800 equates to 80,000 in sales. So that's kind of how you have to look at what the value of a new customer is for you. All right, so now what ends up happening is you can become consistent with something that you're comfortable with. Let's say $300 for organic activities is comfortable for you, and the $800 for the AdWords is comfortable for you. At that point, you become consistent with those two numbers. Those two numbers, when executed, bring in X amount of sales, and it's math, and that's how it's going to work across the board. So I just wanted you to see this. This is the type of research that we do when we're actually putting a website together. If I was going to begin blogging for you, I would create blogs based on these specific search terms immediately, and then I would do various terms in relation to these so that everything is basically relevant to the tattoo industry, tattoo supplies, and so forth. A lot of places where we can get additional keywords is going to be here. We can actually look at what other keywords are they paying for, and get an idea for keywords that we had not thought about for our own site. And then and so that's basically what needs to be done in order for you to get more sales on the internet. You have to. The tattoo industry is a huge industry, and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars change hands every month with this stuff. So I can certainly help you out to compete at this level, RJ. But let me know once you watch the video. Thank you very much.